Did you know that by the age of 50, about half of the population will have experienced the discomfort of hemorrhoids? That's right, folks. Hemorrhoids are as common as morning coffee and just about as pleasant. You might be chuckling right now, but let's face it, this is a reality for many. Now, before you start squirming in your seat, let's demystify these pesky intruders. Yes, you heard it right. So let's dive into what these pesky things actually are. Imagine a small, squishy pillow. Now imagine that pillow inflamed and in a place you'd rather not have it. That's the start of our hemorrhoid story. Let's picture our body as a bustling city with all its inner workings and systems functioning like well-oiled machinery. In this city, our blood vessels are like the highways, carrying essential nutrients and oxygen to every corner. But just like a city's traffic system, sometimes things don't go as planned. In our city, there's a particular junction known as the rectum and anus. This junction is lined with soft, squishy pillows of blood vessels, much like the inflated cushions you might find in a luxurious sitting room. These cushions are crucial, helping to control our bowel movements. They're the unsung heroes of our city, working tirelessly behind the scenes. But what happens when these cushions face a traffic jam? When the pressure builds up, they swell and puff up, much like a balloon. And voila, you've got yourself a hemorrhoid. This swollen pillow can cause quite a discomfort. Imagine sitting on a prickly cushion all day. Not the most pleasant thought, is it? That's what a person with hemorrhoids has to endure. It's like having an uninvited guest who overstays their welcome in our city. Now, these inflamed cushions could be internal, nestled right inside the rectum, or external, peeking out from the anus. Both are equally unwelcome, causing discomfort, itchiness, and sometimes even bleeding. It's like a city's worst nightmare, a traffic jam that's causing havoc and discomfort to its inhabitants. And like any story, there are different characters involved. The heroes in this case are the doctors and medical professionals who come to the rescue, helping to alleviate the discomfort and treat the condition. They're like the traffic controllers, managing the situation and restoring order in our city. So that's the basic gist of what a hemorrhoid is. But what causes them? Let's delve deeper into this story in the next scene. Stay tuned, the plot thickens. You might be wondering what could possibly cause such an uncomfortable situation in such an uncomfortable place. Well, let me tell you, it's not about sitting on cold concrete or a witch's curse. There are some very common, everyday activities that can lead to hemorrhoids. First off, straining during bowel movements. Imagine trying to squeeze a watermelon through a keyhole. That's your body on strain. This pressure can cause the blood vessels in your lower rectum to swell up, and voila, you've got yourself a hemorrhoid. Next up, sitting for long periods of time, particularly on the toilet. Yes, your porcelain throne can indeed become a throne of pain if you're not careful. The longer you sit, the more pressure you put on those poor veins in your bottom. Then there's obesity. Carrying around extra weight is like having a constant house party in your lower rectum. The guests, unwanted hemorrhoids, and finally, pregnancy. Now this is nature's little joke. Not only do you have a baby pushing on your insides, but you also have the joy of potentially developing hemorrhoids. So, there you have it. The main culprits behind hemorrhoids are straining, sitting, obesity, and pregnancy. And they're not as mysterious or as funny as old wives' tales might have led you to believe. Now that you know what causes these painful pests, you might be wondering how to avoid them. We've journeyed through the discomforting world of hemorrhoids together, and I hope you've learned a thing or two. We've navigated the uneasy waves of this health issue, understanding what hemorrhoids are, and diving deep into their main causes. From the pressures of constipation to the strain of heavy lifting, we've uncovered some surprising culprits behind this all-too-common condition. Now, armed with this knowledge, you can take steps to prevent hemorrhoids or manage them more effectively if you already have them. Make sure to increase your fiber intake, stay hydrated, and avoid long periods of sitting. But remember, this is only the beginning. Your health journey is ongoing, and it's important to keep learning and adapting. So if you've enjoyed this little exploration, I urge you to join our health-loving community. Remember, knowledge is power. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more health-related content. Stay healthy.